I just think if Chelsea were to maybe get a striker in, get a keeper fit centre half like Fofana, Robert Sanchez, you might want to speak about him, but in goal, maybe improve that. Then all of a sudden, their spine, that's a title winning spine potentially. Yeah. You get where I'm coming from.
Well,
so
I
still think they need it.
The centre forward position is the main one. I feel like they need to address.
Yeah.
João Pedro's just
that Delap cameo.
Hey.
Some cameo, some subs today. Miles and Skelly today. Delap, some cameos today where
Delap he plays how you dress.
What? Bro,
he plays how you dress, bro. Bro, he plays like he has
camera on me.
He plays like he's got a hard hat and he's changing bag, bro.
Hey,
there was two touches he did there. I didn't know whether it was by fluke or intention. Where's the guy that was running past and looked like Drogba Ipswich?
Bro, I don't know.
What, did they nerf him?
I don't know.
They're nerfing Chelsea signings now.
How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm angry.
No, why are you angry?
Bro, they said we're playing the best team in Europe.
I said the best team in the world.
The best team in the world. And that's what they came up with. They said they ain't got their centre half. So you said, you know what? Don't worry, we'll get a man sent off. And that's what I saw. Safe, man. I've got a question actually. I need you to do me a favour.
What's my responsibility here? Well, I'm not involved.
Can you tell me the midfielders that played today in both teams, please?
Yeah, bro. We just touched on that.
No, can you list them, please?
Caicedo,
Rice,
Zubimendi, Ende, Eze, Reece James.
Who was the best midfielder today?
RJ.
Was this not the guy that they were saying their right back's better than? So this is what we're gonna do now. I don't want to be better than your right back anymore. I want to be better than your midfielders. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do now. Wait, can you man hear that? Can you hear that?
What's that?
Because you're not supposed to. You see me?
Hey! Leave my trophy!
I just bust my mouth every time. Hey, you see Reece James?
Wait, the watch is real.
You see Reece James?
The watch is real.
You see Reece James? There's no ticking, bro.
There's really no tick.
There's no ticking, bro. What?
Hey, man, I destroyed the watches on Reece James.
Certain man's midfielders can't swim if they're watching. What? Bro, they're saying
100-meter war resistance.
Bro, certain man can't swim if they're watches.
Yo.
Left foot past his right foot, breaking up play. They were saying, they said before this game, when it was the whole Declan thing. And Declan's my guy, I respect Declan. But I saw Declan play in the 6 today. Why was that? Why did Declan go and play in the 6? Why did Declan go and play in 6?
You tell me.
Is that because Reece James was there?
They saying you ran from the responsibility.
Hey, why didn't
hey, listen, you know,
RJ, he's got the force field.
Why do we make it fair?
Why didn't it all work out today?
Listen, man, I can't lie. It was hard.
RJ.
It was hard to do. It wasn't easy.
Yeah. They're cool when Palhinha's running around. Come link RJ.
It wasn't.
Yeah, real midfielder.
It wasn't easy today. It was hard today. Still, I can't lie. That's my boy, but it was the press trigger today. Still, it got mad out there. That's it.
Every press trigger.
It got mad, bro. It got mad. It got mad.
Hey,
it got mad.
No,
because
friendships don't matter.
No,
friendships don't matter around here,
because last week when I said we've got something for Barcelona, we've got something for Arsenal. They spoke to me like I'm mad, and now I'm not gonna start celebrating a draw because that's a very Arsenal thing to do. But
amazing.
No, but it's true. It's true. I'm not gonna celebrate a draw.
I need Maisley every week.
Bro, I'm not gonna every week. You got 20-minute pass. I'm not 20-minute pass.
I'm not gonna celebrate a draw. But from what I saw today, they can say that now it's we don't have Trossard to come and make an impact. Now it's all. But you said you had all the depth in the world. You had the best. You constructed something. We can go anywhere. Them man were poor, and it's not even that they're poor. We were better.
Go on.
They're lucky.
Lucky
They're
for
lucky.
what?
They're lucky.
A full 2 halves of Estaval. They're lucky.
It was warm in that.
Cole Palmer didn't
No, because they were saying that. We got let Cole Palmer come outside. Deal with Cole Palmer's younger first, please. Deal with his younger first, please. Please. No, honestly, that performance, I left that game fuming. I was so upset. João Pedro should have scored. I came in when you guys were talking about strikers. I feel like we should get back to a time where strikers are killers, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I like all of this neat touch and whatnot, but I grew up in a time where your striker was a killer. Like, bona fide killer. Like, I just want to touch the net. And, like, João Pedro had the chance, and I don't even know what he was doing.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you as well, though. When do we move from... We done John Joe Selvey. We done Matty Taylor.
Who's Matty Taylor?
We done Matty Taylor. Now with Kevin Nolan.
Kevin Nolan, yeah. No, I didn't do Matty
So
Taylor.
what's the next... What's the next chain?
You
Because...
think Enzo was cold today?
No, in general, I'm just saying, what's the next chain?
Oh, well, if you go from Kevin Nolan...
Yeah.
Shelby, Nolan.
No, then you go to Dele Alli.
Dele Alli.
Tim Cahill.
And then... Oh, Tim Cahill. Tim Cahill.
It's Tim Cahill.
And then...
Ali.
Lampard.
Then
Lampard.
That's the ascendancy. Like, you know,
That's the ascendancy.
Road to Division 1.
Yeah, bro, that's the ascendancy.
It's like, look.
Yeah.
No, but in general, I want to give a shout out to
I like
Maresca.
his shithousery today, though. He was getting about, wasting time.
And this is why I wanted to say I want to give a shout out to Maresca, because from the first 2 actions of the game, I saw João Pedro try elbow Mosquera, and I thought, okay, he's told them, try and get in these guys' faces, unsettle them. His maturity was so. When I saw Garnacho coming on, I said, "Oh man." But to be fair to Garnacho, the economy was good today. We weren't in overdraft. It was good stuff. He made good changes, and I feel like when it comes to big games, we've seen how he can handle the team.
Maresca's good.
He's improving.
Games,
All I can ask my young managers to improve. The next thing with Chelsea now is you've had 2 very good moments this week. Don't go and just let it capsize. When it goes back to regular scheduling, and you're playing teams that you should beat.
Got Leeds next, no?
Mate, any concern about Chelsea being too emotional? How many red cards have you actually picked up this year? I think you lot might be en route to a record by the end of the season.
It's techie because the Caicedo red card that's a red card. Caicedo's first red card. That's a red card in waiting. Caicedo plays the game like that thing.
I swear he's got a couple.
Yeah.
You know,
but he plays the game like that, so you can't be angry about it because I praise him week in week out. I'm like, oh my gosh, he flies everywhere. I don't think it's an issue. I think it's just one of those things where you don't want it to become a thing where the referee is kind of like, this team's in discipline, I'm just going to start giving out yellows and reds. That's what I would be wary of. But your maturity point, Reece James was doing small things that showed that. Loads of players stood up to the mantle. I felt that a lot of people are saying that Saka cooked Cucurella.
No, he didn't.
That's what Arsenal fans discourse are saying, that he cooked him. I thought Cucurella did really well on a yellow card.
I did not see that.
That's what Arsenal fans are saying.
I didn't see that.
My whole way here, maybe they were trying to get me angry and wound up, but
I didn't see that.
I thought his performance was good. I thought Malo Gusta's performance was, good. I felt like Enzo's game was compromised when he had to drop deeper a bit, but we see that now that he's not a deeper player, but the rest of his game was good. To the point you're making, I feel like if we had like a bona fide striker, it's a different game, man.
Yeah.
It's a different game, and it's the same thing for probably them too.
So, can you compete this season?
I don't
6
think...
points behind.
6 points, the reason 1 point behind Man City.
The reason why I wouldn't say we can't compete yet is because I still need to see a stretch of games where when we're not playing the big teams, we just deal with our bread and butter.
Yeah,
I want to see that first. What I will say though about this team is you can tell that they're growing. You can tell that they've got a bit of bite between their teeth, and it's just about growing from here. And I finally have a question for the style of football player now. The 2 games, when I look at the big games, Chelsea want to play a style of football where you're solid in midfield, you play for your wingers, you've got one winger that's going to be technically gifted, like your Estevan, your Cole Palmer. You've got one that's a bit more direct, your Garnacho, your Neto, whoever it is. You've got a Enzo Fernandez that's going to be in and around to finish chances, and you need a striker that's going to either score some goals or facilitate. So the only issue I have with that is I don't think it's enough goals to do anything in the league.
Okay,
in cup games, it's perfect.
So you don't think it's enough goals. So then there's the perfect player that's not been playing at the moment is Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
What does that do for Chelsea when Cole Palmer comes in? Because this Kevin Nolan role that we're talking about with Enzo, does he go now next to Caicedo? Does Reece James now go right back? What is it that you do? Does Enzo drop? How do you see it with Cole Palmer coming into the team now?
If it were me, because I don't know what Enzo sees, if it were me, there's been a lot of times when we've seen that Cole Palmer has a lot of joy when he has freedom. But it's also about, we've seen him out wide and be very effective.
So you think on the right-hand side?
I think on the right-hand side, he could be effective because 1, you've got sort of like a foundation of where to build off from. And 2, there's certain parts in the game where he likes to drop deep. If Kevin is going that way, that's what I call him now, Kevin. If Kevin's going that way, you've got space to fill in those pockets.
But does that make it? Would you then have too many wingers on the bench?
But that's the squad building we've done. Unfortunately, I mean, put it this way: Delat came on today. I don't even know if Mark Gay was not on the bench, but that could have been a couple of strikers. That's how we built our squad. And ultimately, all of those wingers are going to have to fight.
You
for
said
the
Mark
place.
Gahey, innit?
His name changes every week, man. Mark Guy. But all in all, it feels like a loss. And I guess that's credit because Arsenal are a good team. Arsenal probably expected after beating Bayern they were going to come and roll us over. And the fact is, we should have dealt with them.
Could have left it more. All right.
So what was our lastly before we move on, right? What was our verdict of the Declan Rice Caicedo showdown? It's not Patrick Vieira Roy Keane yet.
No contest.
Yeah. Not quite.
You know UFC when there's like a low blow song, it's like we've had to
Yeah. Match has been DQ.
Yeah, we go again. We go again, Emirates.
It allows a couple more months of build up of the hype.
What Champions League fixture?
What I would say though is, I think today in many senses showed how important Declan Rice is to the team. Reece James was doing like a marking job on him, which is respect. The fact that you're getting Reece James to mark Declan Rice is respect. But as soon as Declan Rice couldn't move forward, these guys didn't know what to do. They were like, "Raw, what? We ain't got the PMP running forward. Like, what do we do?" So I think if you look at that side, you would say that Rice's game being impacted was more impactful to Arsenal than Caicedo's red card was. So you might say, okay, he might have the upper hand there. That's the only takeaway I take personally.
Ray Allsco here says Chelsea with a statement draw at home. Dominic sends another super chat as well. He says, "Ayo Cams, talk to your boy Liaz.